Hi everyone. Do you freeze up at the thought of speaking in front of an audience? Well, what if I tell you that you can turn that fear into confidence and captivate any crowd? Because today, I am going to reveal to you three simple techniques that will help you overcome your fear of public speaking so that you can step up, speak out, and shine. Coming up after the intro. Hi everyone, Assalamualaikum. Welcome to my channel, The Nervous Speaker. And if you are watching right now, thank you for your time. Thank you so much. And if you are also one of those people who finds public speaking nerve-wracking, do not worry. You are not alone. Many of us feel that, diba? Anyway, in today's video, I'm going to share with you yung three techniques that you just need to practice that time that you will engage in public speaking so that di na ka mabuga. O, di ba? Bongga. So, three lang. But before we'll talk about that, let's talk about, may nga pala kita mabuga when we are called in to speak in public. Actually, we call that speech anxiety, di ba? So speech anxiety is connected to the fear of delivering a speech in front of a live audience. So most of us, especially mga students na medyo hindi pa nila na manage yung fears nila, yung simpleng task lang ng oral reporting o kaya oral recitation, mabuga na sila. So I hope you are one of those students na mabaya talaga umingat magbisara, then listen up, okay? And I hope you will practice these techniques. Okay, now, kayatan nyo ba, may takita ang speech anxiety? It can be attributed to three factors. Ano tong three factors? First is, mabuka kita magbisara because the novelty of public speaking. Ibig sabihin, anything that is new or unfamiliar, mabuka kita. Or parang nag-alanganin tayo, right? Magduwarwa kita. Kasi, let's face it, buko naman everyday na magbisara ka o haalupansin, kamatauransin tao. So, whenever you are called, say for example, you are invited as a guest speaker or as a speaker, so parang feeling mo, bago yun. So, the novelty itself, kumbaga, yun, mag-add up siya, ha level of anxiety ta. Diba? Number 2, we are also anxious because of the conspicuousness. Ibig sabihin, have you noticed, bangko magbisara, say for example, you attend a meeting, tapos, long-sim presiding officer, okay, ang pabaka mo pangasubo? Di ba most of us, we want to ask a lot of questions. Pero we do not raise our hands, pasal, maluman kita, bang kita mag-raise in hands ta mga subo, everybody will look at us. So the fear of being visible, of being too obvious, that also adds up sa level of anxiety natin. That's conspicuous. Okay, number 3, we are also so anxious sa depende sa audience characteristics. So, kung sino yung nakikinig sa'yo, nag-a-add up yun. So, say for example, estudyante ka, tapos mag-oral report ka, okay lang pag minigi mo ay mastal. Parang makanapas ko marayaw. Pero what if yato nagdrungog yung mastal? Diba? Maski, you have prepared, parang yun, malawa na ka, mentally block ka na. Kasi nga, that person has the power, kumbaga, to praise you or to punish you. So, ibig sabihin, depende rin sa kausap mo. So, the higher the authority, mas mataas in level of anxiety. Correct? And another is, pag yung audience mo naman is unfamiliar to you, which means that di mo sila kakilahan, bukod ko biyak sa kanila, that also adds up sa level of anxiety. Why? Because you cannot predict their behavior, kung ano yung magiging response nila. So, parang magguni-guni ka kasi di mo nga kaingatan, di mo nga sila kakilahan. So, another is, aside from yung unfamiliar audience, yung behavior din ng audience, that will also add up. Have you noticed? Say for example, estudyante ka, tapos nag-report ka, and then while you are doing your report, kita mo yung classmate mo nag-atod pa cellphone or nag-chismis, o kaya nahatay kung ba nagdungog. So yung behavior na yun, medyo negative sa'yo. Parang feeling mo, why halga sa report mo. So that is also another reason na magiging anxious ka. Kasi you begin to feel yung negative thoughts, yung mga self-doubt. Parang isipin mo, my God, unbeni, di sila magdungog ka ako. Grabe na tuod. Ganun na ba talaga ako ka? You know, ka-insignificant. So yun siya guys, yun ang 3 actually factors na nag-add up sa anxiety natin. Now, let's go directly sa sinasabi kong techniques. So, ano yung mga techniques that you can use para di na ka mabuga the next time you are engaged sa public speaking? Okay. Tantarantan. Number 1, be thoroughly prepared. Ayan. Take note of the word thoroughly. So, you just don't prepare, but you should be thorough. So, hatin niya, all aspects you need to prepare. So, kasali na doon yung speech mo, i-check mo talaga. Delivery mo, mag-practice ka in front of the mirror, or you ask someone to be your mirror, or you record yourself, or i-video mo yung baran mo. Ba't mo kakitaan bang yung mga mannerism that you need to cut down? So, yun ang preparation. Research your topic. Because you are supposed to know more about your topic than your audience. Makaluman kaya. Bangko magligaw dito. Tsaka remember, preparation is the key. If you are prepared, then you feel confident. If you feel confident, it will be manifested sa outward appearance mo. 'Di ba? So ano pa yung prepare mo? Grooming, badyo mo. Take note of the occasion. Pag ikaw yung speaker, see to it naman na you are appropriately dressed. 'Di ba? Kasi parang mangmatusab ka o post oy kuminsan nag-ayos man lang. So oy sabi halgaan mo hin. Occasion. Another time, pag ang oras ng event is 9 o'clock, you should be there 8:30. Pasal, bangko mat to 9 o'clock, nag-us-us ka na sometimes ma-mentally blocked ka. Another preparation, mentally, emotionally, and physically. So, syempre, when I say mentally, dapat alert talaga ka. Mangkakitaan mo, audience mo na parang way na nagdungog. So, siguro kinakailang adjust din. Second, yung emotionally prepared. I will explain that one. Yung sa emotionally prepared kasi sometimes ang mga audience na medyo a little bit, judgmental. Na kung minsan, pag nagbibisara ka post, kita mo o nagkatawa, naghagas-hagas, nag-whisper, baka ma-distract ko dito. So, dapat hindi. You should be emotionally strong, ika nga. So, yan siya guys. Yung preparation is not just about the speech, your delivery, your grooming, everything. Lamod nito katan. So, that's 1. Number 2, use purposeful movement. Ano ibig sabihin ng purposeful movement? So, as I've said, when you use your nonverbal communication, see to it that yung actions mo, yung gesture mo, should complement the words. So, dapat yung mga actions mo, bukod sa bida-bida ka to, sobra to din pag-act out mo. Kasi distracting yun and a little bit annoying. Second, bangko, so pa mag-deal action or gesture, it should be either to make it more meaningful, to emphasize a point, or sometimes you use yung hands natin to parang to explain or to describe, 'di ba? So yun. So dapat tugma yung actions at saka gesture mo. And as much as possible, yung body movements mo, i-minimize mo. Do not move around a lot kasi medyo a little bit distracting din yun. What I'm trying to say is, all actions, gestures should have a purpose. So if it does not serve a purpose, then, ayun na lang ko mag-use gestures. Diba? Number 3. Okay, before I reveal my number 3, syempre, anyone here who is new watching this channel, then please do click subscribe. Who knows? alam mo, yung mga upcoming videos natin, it will help you sa communication problem mo. And for those of you naman who are my subscriber, please don't forget to click that like button and drop a comment afterwards. I will give you a question para you can say something naman, di ba? Okay, number 3. Ano yung pinaka number 3? Be flexible. Oh, paano napasok ang flexible sa overcoming fear? Kasi, when you say be flexible, you need to adjust. Which means that, say for example, you are told na ganito yung magiging audience mo. Say 100. And then pagpunta mo doon, kiblaan ka, mataod pala nag-attend. And some of them, hindi nakaupo, nakatindog lang. Then that should be one consideration. Which means, bang mahaba in topic mo, make it short. Pasal mataod din nagtitindog. Second, i-consider mo rin yung physical setting, bang mapaso, or yung time. I-adjust mo yung speech mo sa time. For example, ikaw yung third speaker, and it so happened, yung second speaker, kiyawa niya na yung time mo. In other words, by the time ikaw ni magbisara, 30 minutes na lang, lisag 5 na. So, anong gagawin mo? Prepared ka. You have 20 slides. Are you going to show all those 20 slides? No, be flexible. Kunin mo lang doon yung pinaka-importante, 5 slides na you think are very significant. Yun lang. You talk about it, and then, wassalam. Why? Pasal, bang yahapos na yung audience, piyapaso pa, pag ubos, maray na maroom, way na magdungog kay mo. Useless. Misan pa ko nag-practice. Even though your delivery is good, trust me, you need to adjust to your audience needs. Kaya yun siya, guys. Napaka-importante. So, paano nakaka-affect yung fear of public speaking natin sa techniques na yun? If you noticed, may kita mabuga, pasal bukon kita prepared. Tama? Second, may kita mabuga, pasal ito lang ko nagtitindog dito, wayrong ko nag-use actions mo. So, katansin focus nandun sa'yo. Number 3, may ka mabuga, because you did not analyze your audience. Another is, misan, so pamakita mo na yung audience mo na way na nagdurungog kay mo, masira ko nagbibisara. Always remember, when you are in a public speaking situation, your audience needs comes first. O, di ba? So, yan siya, guys. Napakasimple lang talaga. So, the next time someone invites you to talk in front of an audience, say yes. Because there is nothing to be afraid of. Diba? At saka if you fail, that's okay. The next time you will deliver, it gets better. Kasi nga, as I've said, in public speaking kasi it's a skill. It can be learned. So if it can be learned, in other words, ulit-ulitin mo lang yan. Okay, guys. And this is my question for you. I hope you will drop your comment on this. Okay. Meron ba kayong na-experience na you were asked to talk in public? And what was your reaction? How was it? Comment down below and I'll be more than happy to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching and please do click like and subscribe to this channel. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Bye!